Alright, welcome to the Lost Icelander podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the idea at
That's
least.
him.
That's me. I'm usually not lost. So I'm here with my great friend Magnus Klink. How do you say it?
Magnus Klink.
Magnus Klink. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close enough. And from Denmark. And so this is actually the first time I'm recording any episode of this podcast. So maybe no one will see it. Maybe it will all fuck up. I don't know.
Our parents will see it.
Yeah, our parents will see it. I will send it to him.
Yeah.
If it works, like great. If it doesn't work, great. Experience. So we're just gonna have a little bit of a chat.
Yeah.
Drink some beers. We're here at the Bryggjan Brugghús. They have some great beers here.
Yeah.
They're good.
I agree.
We had like 5 tasters before
Yeah.
we bought any.
Just ask them about,
Yeah.
how was this beer?
Yeah.
You can taste it.
Yeah,
Oh, what about that one? Oh, you can taste it.
exactly. So that was good, like cool, cool. So we're just gonna have a bit of a chat, be relaxed. I don't even know. I haven't really decided what it's gonna be about.
Oh, really?
No, so just us conversing. Maybe I'll ask you a few questions. So maybe.
You haven't prepared any questions.
No, well, yeah, but I wrote them down somewhere, but I can't find it. But it's good. Anyways, first I just want to start with how we met. Do you remember the first memory
Of you?
of me?
Well, no, it's in New Zealand.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
New
yeah,
Zealand.
I do. No. Were you in the airport in...
Yes.
Yeah. You're
In Auckland?
No. I'm thinking about
Yes!
London.
Yes, we
London.
met in London.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
We actually did. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I remember I saw a bunch of Icelanders, and then
Yeah.
I suppose you would be in that bunch of
Yeah.
Icelanders. Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot about
You
that.
did.
Yeah, you guys were going to New Zealand. You're just
Well,
going
you
a
were as
different
well.
route.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember we met you guys, and it's like, well, you came up to us and like, are you guys traveling with the AFS?
Yeah.
Like the exchange students, like, oh yeah, cool. Going to New Zealand, was like, oh cool, you guys.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I remember you told us you stayed there for ages in the airport.
Yeah, we're staying there for 10 hours. How long did you stay there?
3.
Oh, fuck off.
And then eventually I remember we boarded the plane.
Yeah.
Well, I remember we walked around because when we met you guys,
Yeah.
we literally just got off the plane from Copenhagen to London.
Okay.
And then, we walked around the airport, like, oh, I wonder where these guys are. And we're like, figured which gate we're going to hang out there. And
Yeah.
we didn't see you guys. Like, what the fuck are they? Like, are they missing the flight? I remember I thought about this and we talked about it. And then
Yeah.
eventually we started to board the flight and it's like,
Shit.
what the fuck are these guys? And then,
man.
I didn't realize till later, we flew separate routes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose that would be the first memory.
Yeah.
But whether I remember you, I'm not sure, to be honest.
No. So, I think,
The gateway camp, I remember.
yeah, the gateway camp. But also, wait, where did you stay again?
Taranaki.
Taranaki. Yeah. So that was in a different chapter. That wasn't in a.
No, the chapter was called Taranaki.
It
what's it called,
was not in
Taranaki?
Wellington. Like you.
No, it's not
No,
Wellington.
it's
It's
not
like
in
a
the south.
southwest.
Yeah.
Southwest of the North Island. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you?
I don't remember the name. I think it was just called the Taranaki.
Yeah, it's Taranaki.
Southwest Central, I think maybe it was called.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways,
Yeah,
if any
I don't know.
Kiwis are listening, sorry.
Yeah.
Kia ora.
Beautiful. True, bro.
Kia ora. Oh, yeah. What's your? So, what are your favorite New Zealand phrase? Do you remember any of them?
If I remember, yeah. Kia ora is just a...
Yeah, like good
That's a
day,
nice- That's nice, but
Yeah.
like sweet ass.
sweet ass, bro.
Sweet ass, bro.
I say that a lot.
I say it a lot.
I just say it. It's like it's in my
Oh,
vocabulary. Yeah, nah. Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a really good one. That's what
Yeah.
I used to say a lot. And also, I was at a Rockwater festival in Belgium, and I met a few Kiwis there, and
Fuck, they travel a long way.
they were like at this festival, and I was like, fuck, that's crazy. and they I talked to them a bit, and they said like, wait, one sip, sorry.
No, all good. I'll join you. I'll listen.
Yeah, that's funny actually. I'm drinking right. No, I'm not. Anyways, drinking the American IPA.
That's
But here is the New
lager,
Zealand
that's New
lager. It's so yeah. What I was saying was I met them, and they were like so stoked about meeting someone that knew some of the slang.
Jandals.
Yeah,
Jandals.
jandals.
A fucking good word.
Yeah.
I love jandals.
Yeah.
Japanese sandals. That's flip flops. Yeah.
Fuck.
I think that
Is
might
it
be
called
my.
Japanese? Does
You
it
didn't
stand
know
for
this?
no?
It stands for Japanese. The reason is
Yeah.
that there's an Olympic Games one time.
Yeah.
And then all like the teams or whatever, all the Japanese showed up in flip flops. And then the Kiwis just like Japanese sandals, and then it turned into jandals.
Wow.
You didn't know this?
I did not know that.
Oh,
Oh my god.
they're jandals, Japanese sandals.
That is great. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, you learned something new today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Like, and I hope someone that's watching or listening learns something
Yeah.
new. Like, that's basically what it's gonna be about.
Yeah.
Probably.
All good. And
Yeah.
beer.
And-
Don't forget the beer.
And beer, yeah. It's like.
Like if you're gonna do this every week, this is genius.
Yes, I know. Right? It's so
Like, oh,
genius.
let's grab a beer. We could do a bit of a chat. Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe like if it gets popular, like cross your fingers.
It does.
Yeah.
It's not if.
When it gets popular.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can go in collaboration with brewery or something. I don't know.
Oh,
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Nice.
That'd be so nice. So
We
that
should totally do that.
no, that's the idea.
No,
So,
that's the idea.
That's the idea.
Like, you don't
That's the
actually
idea.
care about telling people about. Oh,
I
this
just
trip
want free beer.
It's Iceland. It's expensive. We know.
Oh, it's so expensive. Oh my god. If you guys ever been to Iceland, you know it's expensive. And you know the most like expensive thing is alcohol.
Yeah.
Like it's like
It's not cheap.
it's not cheap.
That's
But
for
the
sure.
water is free. Most of the most beautiful nature places are free. Most
Yeah.
of them. And we would like to keep it that way. If you tourists behave.
Yeah. That's true.
Basically-
Yeah. Because it closed down some people, like places.
Yeah.
Because it's tourists.
Yeah, and like I was in a few years ago. I was in Gullfoss,
Yeah.
and like they have like the walking path, and they have like stuff that I don't remember the English word for that you like can't pass. No, like
Like a fence kind of thing.
a fence. Honestly, the word fence just blew out of my mind. I was like, holy shit, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what
it
is
is
it
a
called?
fence.
Yeah, it's a fence.
Okay.
It's kind of a fence. It was like just a short one.
Yeah.
And
For like midgets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a fence for midgets.
No.
Yeah. That was good. And we had they had like signs like probably every 200 meters saying like, do not cross the fence, it's dangerous, like stuff like that. And there were like bunch of Asian tourists that crossed the fence, like gone out to the Ritz.
So you're not
they were, like,
aiming
taking
for
pictures.
Asians for this podcast, I can tell. Because
Wow. No,
then I don't feel bad talking about them.
no, so well, of course, but well, Asia is a big continent, but
Yeah, they're not all
but
idiots.
I don't. They're not all idiots.
No, not all idiots.
No. So, but basically, like, of course, there's a lot of different countries there. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure where they were actually from, but they looked Asian.
But
so,
yeah.
possibly Chinese. We have had a lot of problem with Chinese tourists here. Not all, of course, but some of them stand out. It puts a bad word.
No,
It does. So,
And they don't listen.
Yeah, they were like climbing the shit in front of the sign, and I was like, "Excuse me!" And I even took my phone, and it was so funny. I Snapchatted, and I was like, Snapchatted while I was telling them off.
Yeah.
Basically, I was like, but I did it in a nice way. I was like, "Hi, sorry guys, like, do you see the sign? Like, you know, hey guys, watch out for the sign." And
Well,
they didn't understand me.
Well, not for the sign, but for what the sign says.
Yeah, like what the sign said. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, it's dangerous. You shouldn't cross it.
Yeah.
And people just kept on going. And then like 2-person like,
Did they fall?
not well,
Oh, that would've been sick.
not into the waterfall, but
Like
they fell down
slipped.
next to they slipped next to the. They were in like no danger, but it was like wet and slippery, and they slipped and got like all muddy, and Honestly, it was karma. I was like if I was holding a beer there, I was like, yes. Cheers to karma, you know.
Cheers to karma.
Yeah, but honestly, they were like there's a lot of crazy stuff that has happened here in like Iceland, like with.
I heard about the recent one. I heard the polar bear.
Oh my God!
You heard this one?
Yeah.
So basically, a friend of mine, my colleague on my bus, he translated this article for me, and the headline said, "Tourist spots or like sees either polar bear or very scary looking sheep." Fun thing, it wasn't a polar bear. He saw and they ran for like 3 kilometers because they thought it was a polar bear.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah, but I'll tell you though, it's
search and rescue and looking for this polar bear for 3 days.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, like because I want to keep this pretty honest.
Yeah.
Those weren't tourists; they were Icelandic fishermen.
Oh, really?
They were fishing. Yeah. One of them saw it, but he has bad vision. Apparently, others didn't see it, but the guy was so sure it was a polar bear. He ran to them and told them about it, and they just ran this shit to the car.
Like 2 tourists ran to the jeep or something.
Yeah, it was. Well, okay, actually, right now I'm not quite sure, but I think it was Icelandic fishermen, but could have been tourists. But anyways, a sheep or a.
You would be able to tell the difference from a sheep or a polar bear.
Yeah, well, in close up at least. Far away, like if you see a big lump of yellow, white-looking thing.
Yeah, it's a polar bear. If you see a small lump.
Yeah. Fair enough. It's a sheep. No, it's like, and like I can understand it because like if they're running like polar bears if they're hungry, which they usually are, when they get here.
Yeah, they'll be fucking hungry.
And they can run fast, so you like don't really take any chances.
No, me neither.
So it's but yeah, it's true. Like with all of these stuff and like when tourists go like by themselves on a glacier, for example, or something, get lost, or a mountain get lost. It costs loads of money for the government to go and rescue.
No, it's not cheap, no.
It's not cheap, especially if the helicopter is involved. Luckily we have a good rescue squad here. Like, we have a lot of volunteers that do volunteer work. They get a text message, like emergency, like they just show up like 5 minutes later. And they go drive up to mountains in like the craziest shit weather ever, and like it's all volunteer.
On my radio I have an emergency button, and if I by mistake press that, like a helicopter's gonna appear.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you can use this Tetra, but don't press that button. I'm like, oh, what happens if I do? By like just a mistake, like something hit us. Like, no, you basically make an emergency call, and there's a helicopter that's gonna come to the GPS coordinate. I was like, alright, let's try not to. Okay.
So like, that's definitely like a button that you like really afraid of not pressing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, did I press it? Can you unpress it?
That's a good question.
Like if you, it's one way to find out.
I'll find out too. No, day after tomorrow I'll be working.
Okay. I'll watch the news. I'll watch the news.
If you watch the news, you probably see like.
Actually, I'm like living.
Helicopter landed at Solheimeyjakur.
Yeah, Solheimeyjakur. That's good.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened. The fun thing is though, like I'm living very close to where the helicopter. Like
takes off.
I will always see the helicopter like, take off and land. So
I'll be like giving you a call, like Daniel.
Did the helicopter go?
You ready? You ready?
Yeah. I'll be watching like it's a good experiment.
Let me know. Yeah.
Like pretty expensive for the government, so maybe not.
And me.
Yeah.
Like, I think I have.
Yeah.
If nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because you're a guide, right?
Yeah.
If you were just a tourist, you'd be like.
Yeah, but they don't have these radios to do that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's the emergency button.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's cool. Like if you're a tourist coming to Iceland, just
follow the signs.
Basically, follow the signs.
If it says don't go close to the waves, don't go close to the waves.
Oh yeah, the black sand beach. Like there has been like I don't have the number now. In the next episode, I will. But like, there's been quite a lot of fatalities there.
Yeah.
People drowning and shit. And it's because it looks so peaceful, even with big waves, but like kind of like scary.
Yeah.
No, it looks like harmless.
And you feel like you can go close, but then every now and then the water just.
Yeah, and it's like it is so strong. Like like wherever you are in the world, never underestimate nature. Like holy shit, like
Amen.
Like the boys that got stuck in the cave in Thailand.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Like Navy SEAL died there.
Yeah, like a freaking Navy SEAL. That's an experience. Like his job is basically
Stay
diving.
alive.
Stay alive and diving. And like like rest in peace, but like he was doing a great job along with like all these like 200 people like partake, and like all the boys like and the coach got out alive. Like holy shit, nobody thought that would happen.
Been so scary.
Yeah, have you seen the video of like when the first diver found them?
No.
It's crazy. He's like.
But they came in with like oxygen tanks, didn't they? Like
yeah.
At first they didn't know how to get them out.
Yeah, it was like I was watching it like so closely. I was at a holiday in Mallorca, had like, nothing to do.
Enjoy the sun.
Enjoying the sun, being alive, and like saw this happening. I was like shit, because they were like 11 boys missing for like it was like almost 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Like it was like 1.5 weeks at least.
But imagine being in that cave and you just have to go further and further in, and at one point the cave's gonna end.
Yeah. Shit.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary.
And like one of the divers, like they had cameras on them.
Yeah.
One of the divers, like he had like a light as well, and he like gets up. I don't remember exactly what he says, but he's like, I think it's on YouTube. I'll put the link on the video. Definitely. And he like looks up and says something like, "Oh, really?" Like he like didn't really expect it. And, like,
someone's actually here.
Like I see someone. Like, how many are you? And, like there were like 12, or I think.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yes!" Like I freaking found them.
Yeah.
Like all of them.
Shit.
Like nobody expected that. And then the question was to get them out in like good time before like it would all flood up. And crazy, good effort, everyone. So lesson: don't go into caves. Well, be careful. Like here in Iceland, crazy shit can happen. If you just walk around and you happen to find an ice cave, like if you go in, you could definitely kill yourself.
Yeah.
That can happen.
That can happen.
Yeah, and like if you go into the water, like the waves can suck you in, and like
Only water you want to go into in Iceland. Like to be honest, the only water you want to go into is the geothermal pools.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Yeah, that's nice. That is
but
really nice.
Else is just fucking cold.
Yeah, the Blue Lagoon is really expensive, really popular, but very nice. Have you been there?
No, I've been to Mývatn.
Mývatn.
That's like half the price of the Blue Lagoon, and about half as many people, I've been told.
Yeah, it is. It's
really good.
Oh my god, I went there about 1.5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
In Mývatn.
Well, I went there about 1.5 months ago.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Almost the same, yeah. But definitely the Mývatn baths, they are great. I recommend if people go in the circle, don't go to the Blue Lagoon. Like
the Ring Road Circle.
Yeah, if you go in the Ring Road Circle, yeah, sorry.
Because when you say like to
what
me,
circle?
when I hear the circle, people think the Golden Circle.
Ah, true.
Right.
Yeah.
Often, like if you do the stopover, people just like,
go there,
I have 3 days. Okay, I'll do the stopover. I'll do the circle, and I'll do the South Coast, and then take off.
Yeah, and like so definitely go to Mývatn. Yeah, it's beautiful. Definitely go to Mývatn baths, because it's like you said, it's half the price or even better.
Yeah.
And like there's not as many people, and honestly, it's way better views. Like in the Blue Lagoon, you only see like the water and some lava.
Lava rocks.
Yeah, lava rocks. But in there, there's actually like almost like an infinity pool, with like volcanic mountains close by, and you can see it. Like I was there.
I
like
don't remember this.
Really? Maybe it was cloudy.
Pool. Yeah, it was cloudy.
Yeah.
It was cloudy.
It was beautiful. I went there. We watched the sunset with my German friend Nora. Like she's awesome. No, it's a girl, of course.
Not Till.
No, not well. I missed Till. I missed Till. I need to get him to Iceland. He will love it.
He hasn't been.
No, he hasn't been.
Too bad.
Yeah.
What about Arthur?
Artu hasn't been either. Like,
What the fuck?
yeah, like so Artu and Till were exchange students in New Zealand with us, and Artu was actually my like my brother. We stayed at the same house, and fun fact, our family was one guy. So one man, and we needed like special approval.
But you had a Kiwi, right? You had a Kiwi parent.
Yeah,
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Where were your parents from?
Cook Island and Ireland.
Oh, Islanders.
So Ireland
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Cook Island.
Ireland.
Ireland, as in, you know,
Like next to
right
Britain.
next to
England.
Scotland. Yeah,
Scotland.
up
Oh,
there.
okay.
So my father was from Ireland and my mom was from the Cook Island. Aotearoa was the island she was from, and she's a princess. She was offered to become queen of the, and she was like, nah, don't want to.
Wait,
She's
what?
royal. Yeah. But the thing is, like in those like Pacific communities,
Yeah.
being a royal is not. I mean, there's not so many people around.
Yeah. It's like
being a royal-
half of the people are royal.
Basically,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god, it's like cuss.
Yeah. Oh,
like-
cousin. Oh, yeah. That's so good. That's also New Zealand slang. It's like for cousin.
Everyone's a cousin.
Yeah, like it's like it's kind of like in Iceland. It's
Same
say,
thing, y'all related.
Yeah. Fuck off. Anyways, no, the like we in Iceland we say like for all males that are related to you but are not your father or your grandpa,
Yeah.
they are called frændi, basically, like
Your
siblings.
uncle as well.
Yeah, your uncle is called Frankie. Your nephew.
Great cousin.
Yeah,
or
great
whatever.
cousin, nephew, uncle.
They're all called Frank.
It's all frændi.
Frandy.
Yeah, and if it's female, it's called frænka.
Franka.
Yeah, so like
Like
we're all
Franka.
frænka. Yeah.
Like Frank with an A.
Yeah, frænka. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Franka.
And so when Icelanders learn English, it's like,
What are all these relations?
yeah, it's like you like your little nephew comes here and you're like, hey, my uncle, how are you? It's like,
You do this?
yeah, like, and you didn't like I was so bad. I'm still so bad at this. I'm still so bad at this. I'm
I
like,
think it's so strange whenever. Really?
yeah, but in New Zealand it was always cuss, and I was like, oh, sup, cuss? Oh, check us a beer, cuss, hey.
Yeah.
I fucking love. Oh, I miss New Zealand.
Ah, same.
Have you been there? Have you been back to there? Or?
Yeah, when you remember just when you
Yes, just when. Oh man, I was.
you were there and then you left and then like a day or two after
Yeah.
I got there.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like we just missed each other. That was crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was nice. So did you travel around? Oh man, we did. Actually, when back in 2012 when we were both New Zealand.
Oh, we did the South Island.
Yeah, and we did the South Island tour. And for exchange students, it's available. I have no idea how much it cost.
Too
But-
expensive.
Well, not really.
Not too expensive, but it
Yeah.
was a lot of money.
Like, yeah, it was a lot of money, but definitely worth it.
sure.
We were there for like 11 days,
11
something.
days?
Yeah,
Something like that.
11, 12 days, and I drove around the South Island in New Zealand. Did like bungee jumping and like swimming, like you could.
Kayaking at Nelson.
Yeah, kayaking. Oh my god, it was so
That was
good.
nice. That was really nice.
Yeah, and like fun fact about New Zealand,
The
that
Milford Sounds. Fuck, I love that.
Milford Sound was beautiful.
That was the first time I saw proper mountain ranges
Yeah.
in my life.
Wow, yeah.
I was
so
like-
you've never been to Norway?
Oh, I live there now.
Well, before then.
No,
Yeah,
never.
I meant that. Yeah.
No, never. I've never been like, I've been to, before I went to, actually I have, but just Oslo.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that doesn't
Fair
count.
enough, doesn't count. Yeah.
So yeah, before I went to New Zealand, I've been to Oslo, I've been to Greece, Germany,
Yeah.
Czech, and Canada. But
Fair.
like Toronto area.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So I never seen like proper mountain range. And I remember when you go to Milford Sounds, you go
Yeah.
through this tunnel and it's
Yeah.
like dark for ages. And we did the haka, remember?
Yeah, we did the haka. It was so
Like,
good. Yeah, come on, Kaura, Kaura.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it
the
was fucking,
haka
it
was
was
great.
so sick. It was so sick.
Yeah.
And then we got out of this tunnel and it was just like this beautiful like fjord.
Oh my god.
And we like, I was so high. I remember one other girl, what's her name? She was from Finland, doesn't matter. But I was literally, before we drove into
Yeah.
that tunnel.
Yeah.
We stopped and there's like I remember there's a
Was it
helicopter.
Saya? No.
No, before we walked. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways.
It's a long time ago.
Anyways, keep going.
I remember there's a helicopter and then
Yeah.
there's a tunnel and a bus stop.
Yeah.
And there was snow. And I mean, I've seen snow before. I'm from
Yeah,
Scandinavia.
yeah.
But I was just like, I was jumping around like a child on Christmas Eve because I'd never seen like proper mountains before like this.
Yeah.
I was so fucking stoked.
It was like,
It's a beautiful place.
yeah, like
Milford Sound.
I remember like going out of the tunnel. We were like going downhill.
Yeah, it's like
and like I was like, these mountains, they were like twice as big as like the highest mountain on Iceland almost, and I was like, holy shit!
yeah,
Like
it's
it was
like a beautiful valley and
yeah, like I took a picture, like I have it
took
on
a few.
Facebook. Yeah, like, we were like the Chinese tourists. We were talking about it.
fuck, that shit is nice.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, oh my god, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And we went on a cruise and stayed there. We stayed there overnight,
there
right?
on the boat. Yeah, we did.
Oh my god, it was so
I don't
great.
remember who I was in bunk beds with. But
I think it was with Till, actually.
that makes sense.
Yeah, or Arthur.
We're all German.
Yeah. And like, we kayaked and like it was so good. We kayaked and there was like this forest close by in the Milford Sound and like
Did you kayak in Milford Sounds?
yeah,
Fuck, I didn't.
we jumped out of the boat.
I remember we jumped out.
Yeah, we could
and
also
swam
ka-
and
kayak,
then like
yeah.
back up and.
Yeah, we could also kayak and it was on the same stop.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
a boat tour. Yeah.
Yeah, you did the
yeah.
boat tour. Yeah, we could choose, and it was crazy because we went to next to the like a forest, and we already seen some whales and dolphins.
Yeah,
in
and
there.
Kaikoura. Oh, you saw some in Milford.
In
You saw
Milford
whales
Sounds.
in Milford Sounds.
Yeah, there was one
didn't.
whale that we watched a little. Well, at least we thought it was
Oh,
a
I
whale.
remember you told
Yeah,
me because
yeah.
then you showed me like a fake video clip from YouTube.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like this guy who's in a kayak and like a
Yeah. Like an orca goes by.
Yeah,
It was crazy. Yeah, and and like the dolphins were all swimming with the boats. But the craziest creature that I saw in New Zealand, pretty much, were like in the wild because kiwis. I didn't see them in the wild,
Nah,
but
me
that
neither.
was
I
crazy.
never saw one.
I saw one in a zoo. Anyways, so we went there kayaking and there was a forest. And get this, if you don't know a lot of things about New Zealand, get this. There were penguins in the forest.
Actually?
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
and it's so funny because you always think like, well, being on the other side of the planet, you always think like penguins. Yeah, they're only on the like southern hemisphere, like on ice and shit.
Antarctica and stuff.
Yeah, Antarctica, and they're in New Zealand, Australia, South Africa.
What?
Yeah,
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
Actually?
Yeah.
What
Like
the-
I was like, what? But they were like these cute little. I think it was called like the blue penguin or something, or the
What
yellow,
penguin?
blue, yellow. I don't know. I'm not colorblind.
Was it blue? Was it yellow? Or
It was kind of both.
luminescence? Like it's if it goes dark, it's just like I'm blue.
Yeah,
I'm blue.
exactly.
I'm
No, and we actually did like kayak there, and it was beautiful actually. Seeing the penguins there, like, and it was like the water was so still, like steep, great mountains. If you've been there, Milford Sound is great, and it's kind of similar to some of the most beautiful fjords in Norway,
Yeah.
but it was kind of a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
And,
I agree.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, like, go there.
Yeah, I was about to say like go there. It's fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
and it was so cool. Just before I left, we went to the Hobbit world premiere for the first movie.
You did?
Yeah, I went there with Till and Artu, and Artu's.
So you lived in the big city.
Yeah, I lived in Wellington, just outside of Wellington, Tawa. Go Tawa, TC baby. If somebody from Tawa College is watching,
Yeah.
hi. And we.
Lucky hardcore.
Oh, shoutouts going strong, shoutouts. No, and we actually did, like, we waited for like 10 hours in a line.
Yeah.
We were in the back of the line waiting for all the
You
stars.
saw Gandalf and shit.
Yeah, Gandalf and shit, exactly. No, like,
I remember I saw this photo on Facebook and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that looks nice.
yeah, it was like such a great day, and like all the town was like, cake. Oh my god.
Try in Danish if you can.
No,
That's
I'll
gonna
try
be-
Icelandic.
Yeah.
Vel skreitt.
Nope.
It's very like, you know, on Christmas you hang up a lot of stuff.
Oh, decorated.
Decorated. Oh my god, I'm so bad.
But in the good way.
It was so very well decorated. Like all the cafes and everything had something related to the Middle Earth. It was great, and I got like an autograph from like so many people. Oh my god.
Oh really?
Yeah, and
Anyone, just like randoms or actually people who?
oh, people's in the movie. Like,
Okay.
you know, it's like it was I don't remember the names. Like you know, Bilbo Baggins and Martin Freeman.
Actually.
Yeah, and also
Like Sherlock's girlfriend. What's his name? Oh, the same guy. Have you seen this series? It's so good.
Sherlock is so good.
BBC.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so good.
It is like the best
What's
ever.
his name? What's his name in I totally forgot.
The actor?
Mr. Watson.
Yeah, Mr. Watson. Yeah, him. Yeah, he's so good.
Did you get his?
Yeah, I got, and also like, you know, Gandalf, Sauron.
Sauron is in that movie?
No, but he was there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually in that movie. Yeah,
Orlando
yeah. No, I didn't.
Oh.
Oh, that was sad. But I got Elijah Wood.
Elijah.
Yeah. And he's like in like one scene in all the 3 movies.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood.
I think he was my favorite because like all the other.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah. No, and all the others, they were like kind of bored because we were on the end of the line, so they had already given like 2,000 autographs.
I see.
We were like next to the cinema where they went in, and they all got so late, so the movie was about to start, and they were always like hurrying
Hey
up.
guys, like I'm late.
And like Elijah's, you say Elijah, right? I
Elijah
think so.
Woods.
You guys
I'm
know
not
who I'm
sure.
talking about, Frodo, from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Not my boss. There's one of my friend who like always calls him Frodo.
Oh really?
I also had a friend in New Zealand who called him Frodo.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But this guy, like Elijah Wood, he came by, and somebody answered the freaking phone.
Yeah, it's
There's a
really
phone ringing here. Anyways, it's annoying. Hope you guys don't hear it that much. Anyways,
Cover it up.
no. So we went. Like his agent or bodyguard or whatever was always trying to.
Is that important?
It was always trying to pull him inside. He was like, no, because we were like in a different section. Like I want to give them as well. And he like.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he was like running to us, and like everybody was like cheering for him, and then he gave us autographs, and then Artu and me, we had just watched a film that's called Green Street Hooligans. Have you
I
seen
know
it?
this with Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
He's like
so
this-
good.
Yeah.
And like in the movie, they're like West Ham till I die.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys haven't seen the movie, it's about like football hooligans, crazy shit. And Elijah Wood is a big fan of West Ham United. So when he's giving us autographs, and I have this on GoPro video, maybe I'll like chuck it in a video. It might be funny. And it's like the video is like of Elijah Wood, like riding and like kind of like hurrying up, and Artu shouts, "West Ham till I die!" And he's like, like laughs at us. Yeah. It continues, and then like his agent like drags us out, and we were like, oh my god. Yeah, it was so good. And then one other thing, like the book that they all gave me autographs for, I booked like in a second-hand store.
Yeah.
And it's like made out of bamboo leaves and shit.
Yeah,
so it was very, very Middle Earth. And Kate. Oh my God, Kate. I think it's Kate Blanchett. I think so.
I don't
She she's in the Lord of the Rings movies and The Hobbit as well. She's like the elf queen.
Oh, she's hot.
No, she's not the elf princess that runs with
okay.
Legolas.
Oh, okay.
She's like the elf queen that turns bad in like
Oh,
one movie. Yeah. Exactly her.
Oh shit, I'm
She's like
fucking scared.
Gandalf. It's crazy
Like,
shit.
yeah, okay, nah.
Yeah, and like you're like, she was hot, but now she's scary.
Yeah.
Like and she was there. She was wearing like a beautiful dress. I remember this so well. Like
Yeah.
I kind of have in movies. I kind of have a thing for elves,
Yeah.
and like I'm always like, damn.
You're totally an elf.
Yeah, if I would find an elf, I would marry him. Her. An elf in Icelandic is a male word. Anyways.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
is it like
Yeah.
the hidden people?
Yeah.
Is that just Male.
No. The word itself. So we say like him the dog,
Okay,
not
him
it.
the dog.
Yeah, like the dog. Like he has no legs.
Okay.
So, anyways, sorry. That was weird. So,
The dog. Did you say him the dog has no legs?
yeah, no, like the dog has no legs.
Yeah.
And you don't say it has no legs. In Iceland, you say he has no legs.
As in the dog.
Yeah, so an elf is also like a male word.
So you say him the dog.
Yeah, I'm also him, the elf.
Okay. Him. You
but-
say him the elf.
No, I'm just saying like it's a male word. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I understand.
Yeah, like in Danish you
And
have
that's
like
the
you have like at and n.
Yeah, I don't know which one's masculine and which one's feminine.
Well, at,
You probably know more than
no,
me about.
at is neither and n
Okay.
is both. Yeah.
Really?
So in Iceland we have 3 types.
Yeah, so we
But in-
just have one that's neither and then one that's both.
Yeah.
So easy.
Yeah, in Iceland we have like all 3.
Like German.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know German. Only-
Femininum, masculinum, and neutrum.
Exactly.
They
That
call
was
it.
so good. But I was talking about something.
Yeah, the him, the elf.
Oh yeah, Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
She was there like I was like, oh my god, there's Kate Blanchett. I was like fangirling all over the place, you know. She comes up, like I give her no,
Bamboo book.
no, like I'm about to give her the bamboo book. She's like writing on it, and she says like, that's a lovely book, and she like,
And she grabs it and runs off.
oh
That would have
fuck,
been
shit,
sick.
I wouldn't mind really. But anyways, and then she said, no, I said like, thank you, and then I was like, shit, what should I say? I was like, looked at her dress and like, your dress is beautiful. And she looked
That's
at,
just what you said.
yeah, and she looked at me in the eyes. She was like just like this far away from me. I said, thank you, and then she said, do you want it? And I was like, like how? What do you say? Like, what do you
Are
say
you
to
flirting
that?
with?
Yeah, I was like right now? Like, are you gonna like take it off and give it to me now? Or I don't know. Like,
That'd be cool.
like how do I get in later? Like, I don't know. And I was just like, yeah. And she just laughed and walked in, and I was like, I want the dress. You know, like, come on. Like, but it was great. It was.
Good try.
Yeah, like it was a lot of funny. But
That would've
the
been
person that was the most disappointment for me, because one of my best friends in Iceland at the time, he is big film fan. Like he loves everything about films, and he goes really deep into a lot of weird stuff, and he likes
Hentai.
probably, I don't know. I haven't spoken to him.
Okay.
I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Okay, no. Good.
But no, we were always like his favorite was like kind of horror movies.
Oh yeah.
We were always watching horror movies when we were like 13, 12,
Yeah.
and he was showing it to his like 6-year-old sister. A bit weird, but like we watched some great movies together that are like arty movies, you know, and like you don't really often go to the cinema. Like they're not really in the cinema.
All right.
Yeah, but we like downloaded it illegally, pirated it. It's really common in Iceland. Anyways.
Everywhere in the world, bro.
Okay, fair enough. And Peter Jackson walks past us, like it's his time to give us autographs, and I was like, Peter, because I was like, I'm gonna get his autograph.
Peter Pan.
I was gonna get his autograph for my friend.
Yeah.
He like, you guys that are just listening, like go to the video and just watch this. Oh my god. He just walks by, smiles like with this cheeky smile and waves and continues into the cinema.
It's like, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I saw you on the screen giving like others a lot of autographs.
Yeah.
Why can't we?
Yeah.
And like, I was really pissed.
I understand.
And then, you know, remember John Key?
Yeah.
The Prime Minister?
Everyone remember. Yeah.
John Key. The Prime Ministers. Did I say that? The Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
And anyways, too many beers.
Yeah.
Too many tasters.
3 of them. Yeah, and a couple of before we got.
Yeah, we got for free. And we actually went to the fuck, what was I saying? I have a bit of.
It was Peter Jackson.
Yeah, Peter Jackson. Oh my god.
And he's smile and wave, boys.
Yeah, he pulled that. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. And and then John Key.
Yeah, John Key. Yeah, true.
Have you seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
Oompa
guy.
Loompas?
Yeah, the guy who plays all the Oompa Loompas.
Oh, really?
He's a stunt double in The Hobbit.
Good job.
So every time like you see a back of a Hobbit and Gandalf, it's the Oompa Loompa guy.
No way.
Yeah, just dressed up.
That's awesome.
It's fucking great. And he was there, and he was so short. He's so small. He's tiny.
He's a dwarf.
It's like way worse than dwarf. I don't know.
Oh, he's like a. Oh yeah, like that's. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, like
Like a pygmy. Pygmy. What are they called? I don't know. Don't matter. Pygmy, they're called in Danish.
okay, I don't know.
But nah.
But and he was
Tiny people.
he was great, and I don't know. John Key had already passed, and I gave him a high five. I was like, "Hey, John Key, can I have a high five?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." I have it on the GoPro video.
Yeah.
I had always a GoPro. Cheers. And and
Thank you, GoPro, for sponsoring this podcast.
yeah, thank you so much. No, and actually it's so funny because when I did that, like the security guys, they were watching the entrance of the theater. They were like talking, pointing at me, and there was one guy the whole time.
He grabbed his gun.
No.
That would've been so-
Yeah, I would be so scared. And the whole time, for the the remaining of the evening, there was one guy watching me. Whatever I did, there was one guy
Like
watching.
after?
Yeah, after this,
Later?
after the high five of John Key, and then there were more people coming.
Yeah.
He was always on watching me and
Like
my friends.
flirting with you, or just?
No, just like oh like shit, this guy's a security threat.
Like,
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I have him. I got eyes on the target, something like that.
Yeah.
And then also had the Oompa Loompa guy straight after John Key, and I was like, high-fiving him.
the Oompa Loompa guy?
Yeah.
You high-five the
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa guy! Can I high-five you? That's not even a high-five, but that's fucking legend.
It was so funny. Like high-fiving a really small person is like
yeah, because he's like this and you're like...
yeah, and like it's really awkward. And
Do you go like down like a squat, or do you
Nah.
just like...
apparently,
How's it done?
confirm with me if you.
Because I'm a short guy, I know know
Yeah.
there's people hugging me and they go down.
So what I've been told,
Yeah.
and what some of my short friends have told me is they hate when people try to get to their level.
Yes,
and
it's
do
super
stuff.
annoying.
Yeah, it's like just be who you are. You know.
I have a tall friend. Whenever
Yeah.
he like has give me a hug, like, shit, I'm too drunk.
Yeah.
He literally goes down like this and then gives me
Yeah.
a hug, and it's like, don't, bro,
Yeah, don't. Come on. Like people bend their knee and like start talking to you. You're like,
You shouldn't like
fuck.
talk. Nah.
Like what are you doing? Like just like talk louder. I don't know. Yeah, like.
Do you want me to punch your face? Because now I can actually reach it.
Yeah, I can punch something else, you know, in the height, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
It's annoying.
yeah, high-fiving the Oompa Loompa guy was one of the highlights.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And you have this on GoPro?
I have this on GoPro.
I
Well,
wanna see that.
I don't think I have the Oompa Loompa guy on GoPro. I didn't catch all of what I
It
did.
was too short. You couldn't see.
No, I was like 10 hours, and for 3 hours, like the people were like
Oh, really?
getting by, like yeah. So it was like not all of them, and then I don't know. I got some autographs for some people. I have no idea who were, and they're not really that famous. Celeste told me, the Arthur's then girlfriend, and they just like got on a line, just joined the fun, and like we're like
Yeah, sure.
yeah, like sure, I'll do it. And they're like, yeah, he was competing in the New Zealand X Factor, you know, like nobody knows him. And it's like,
Nah.
I have autograph from him.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was like, cool, you know. That's.
I don't think I have any clue like that.
I also autographed, do you know, Bear Grylls?
Yeah, I remember you and Till went to see him.
Me and Taylor went on a show in Wellington, Bear Grylls, and we
That's cool.
you could buy like meet and greet for like I don't even know, it's like I think it was like $700 US dollars.
You're joking.
No, it was like
Did you pay this?
ridiculously. No, we didn't.
Okay.
We paid the normal ticket, and then we were like, shit, we really want to meet him. Like it was kind of a show and some daring like questionnaires and daring challenges and stuff, eating something on stage, whatever. And I was a big fan of him at that time, watching all of his shows and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Till as well, the German exchange student. and we went around the building, and we were like he has to go out somewhere. He has to get out somewhere. We'll stop him. I had my book with me, and his biography.
Yeah.
And
You've read that one as well?
yeah, it's really good. It's called Mud, Sweat and Tears.
Okay, nice.
It's really cool. I recommend it. He's a really interesting person. And we waited, and we saw a few people waiting by some door, and we were like, yes, waiting for beer grills. They were like, yeah. We were like, cool. So we just joined in. There were like maybe like 6 of us, and then like 40 minutes later he goes out, and we get a picture and an autograph of him. Basically the same, and we chatted a bit as well about Iceland. He's been here like twice or 3 times filming an episode.
Yeah.
And basically what he would have gotten for the freaking meet and greet.
No, that's
$700. We paid like, I don't even know, $60 or something. It was good.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
Just
money.
to meet a person.
Yeah, it was good.
Like,
But
how important is it? Sorry, but
yeah.
that's too much money.
Yeah. It's like, if you have that kind of money and you
Yeah,
really want to meet him,
sure.
good chance.
Sure.
Like, do it, you know. But yeah. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, so like this place that we're staying at,
Yeah, they're closing.
they actually closed like 23 minutes ago.
Yeah,
but
but we're VIPs.
VIPs. I asked him really nicely about staying a bit longer, and he was okay with that. So the key here, what I want to like tell you guys is,
You gotta get Till in, like you gotta invite Till now, because we talked a lot about Till.
yes,
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta invite him and say, Till, now you need to come to Iceland.
yeah. So
Because I got this podcast.
that's the only reason, you know. But yeah,
Sorry.
it's all good. Like, just a little bit about that. Like, the idea with the podcast is like, well, the gear that I have doesn't really, if it works,
Yeah, we'll find out.
it doesn't take much space. So I love to travel, and I love to like meet other travelers.
Yeah,
Magnus.
well, I don't live in Iceland, obviously. Well,
No,
I do for now.
Yeah, he's been working here as a glacier tour guide, like you said.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and then I can meet some people that I don't know, or meet old friends that I know.
Like Till.
Like Till.
And me.
Like Till, this is an open invitation. I will send you this.
Send him a link.
Yeah, I will send you the link.
Till, check this out.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Watch
I'll-
it till the end, though.
Yeah, I'll send you it. And you will have to come to Iceland, or I'll meet you wherever you are in the world. It's a deal. Yeah. Cool. But anyways, like, guys, just whatever you do it smiling.
Yeah.
Do it with kindness. That's how
And
you do it. Beer. No,
you don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm not telling people to go alcoholic. That's
No.
not my intention.
Nah, but like, we like to enjoy the good things in life, and we like beer, so why not enjoying it, you know? Like, we're not talking against it. I'm not really that much advertising it. Well, maybe too much.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Like, you do you, all right? So I think we're just gonna cut it out here. I had a lot of fun doing this, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because
Me too.
I had no plan how this was gonna turn out,
No.
and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. It's
Yeah.
a good first timer.
Yeah. Thank you for being
you
my
don't know
first.
what to expect, but you're like, this is quite nice. I like this.
I like.
Maybe I can do this again.
That's good. That's good. That's high five. Like the Oompa Loompa high five.
Oompa Loompa high five. Okay. Hey!
All right. So we're gonna end it now because we're gonna get maybe a little more on a different place, and we're gonna be kicked out. So thank you for watching. Tell us what you guys think about this, because I have no idea what to think about this.
Click subscribe now.
Yeah, click and subscribe here. No,
Like this now.
honestly, I don't know how to do it yet. So maybe I will do when I upload this. But we're gonna do it nicely, hopefully. And just, if you guys like, tell us, like, give me feedback. I like a guy that I watch a lot, Gary V, says, feedback is my oxygen.
Nice.
So like, just tell me what you guys liked and what you didn't. If you're listening to the podcast, I don't know, like, find me on Facebook or something. I don't know, The Lost Icelander. I'll find out more definite solution soon. It's all a work in progress. The first few shows will be a work in progress. Hopefully some guys will enjoy it. Tell me what they enjoyed and I'll make more of that. Tell me what they didn't, I'll make less of that.
Get rid of the ginger.
I love gingers.
Yeah.
They're always fun.
Yeah. Not all of them.
Well, the ones that I know at least. So shout out to you guys. So thank you so much for listening and watching. This is gonna be interesting. I have no idea how to say goodbye, so
I can tell.
just say goodbye.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you.